Coach, just how about a overall comment about last weekend's performance and this weekend's matchup at Alabama A&M?
Well, I tell you, it was homecoming week, and we were excited to get out and play in front of our home crowd. I thought that our kids were prepared; they were ready to play. We still came out flat. I don't know. We're trying to put our finger on that because we don't want it to come back to bite us. But they threw everything at us. They threw every trick play that you can throw at a team, and our team responded, the right way and ended up winning the game. There were a couple opportunities for us to score maybe 14 or 21 more points, and maybe it was a turnover here or there, or a call here or there that really kind of slowed down our drives. But we were good to get the victory. We were pleased with winning, and we're pleased with the fact that we're in this conference race, just in spite of everything that is going on. We're right in the thick of it, and even if things were going well, we would be in the same position that we are right now. So we're fortunate, and we just need to make sure that we take advantage of that.
What would you like from John Tavius Robinson this past week? I think he had the most yards.
Yeah, it was good to see him, run the ball, physical. He did a really good job, not only in that, but also with protecting as well, which has been very, very, that's something that he does well. So it was good to be able to run the football between the tackles and make some plays. We even made a big run, even though it was called back, a touchdown, but it was good to be able to run the football and take a little bit of pressure off of our quarterback position, which, is something that's very, very needed.
Strangely enough, I think this coming weekend is going to be like at least the fifth time you faced a brand new head coach or a first-year head coach at a school. I mean, it's going to be the third straight one, too. I feel like you got a pretty good grasp now on like watching some film and breaking down a first-year head coach and what they might do.
Well, I mean, you never know. It's something that's happened, a lot. But most teams are going to do what they've shown on film. There may be a wrinkle here or there that teams like to put in, but for the most part, you don't really have enough time to really create something totally different. Because you have to teach it to your kids, but also you have to ask yourself the question: are they going to be good at it? After doing it only maybe 2 or 3 days. So most of the coaches in this league, they've been practicing what they're doing now since last spring. So I don't think at this point guys are going to get away from that. They may have a wrinkle here or there, but for the most part, they're going to do what they do.
I think one of the biggest things that stood out to me after the game is that you said the team's still kind of struggling to find its identity.
Yeah.
What would you think that identity is?
Well, I think we're turning a corner on that. Maybe it was a poor choice of words. I think what we're struggling with is how to come with juice and play hard all the time. And there are times where the human mind takes over, and we look at records and we don't play the way that we're capable of playing. And then when you're on the flip side of that, you look at the other end of the spectrum, and then they'll play. So we just got to get back to doing what we normally do, which is playing hard all the time, and just being focused on playing well, no matter who we're playing. So I think that's more of what we're trying to put our finger on more than anything else. I think we know who we are, by now, after week 9. It's just a matter of, making sure that we continue to get better at what we know we are.
In one-possession football games, you lost the first 2, and then back-to-back weeks you've won one-possession football games. How have you guys been able to turn the corner in your fortune there, do you think?
I really don't know. A call here, a call there. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. It's just one of those situations. They ran the Philadelphia Eagle play, and I knew it was coming. When I saw the quarterback walk into the edge, I tried to run down and call timeout, but they were still able to snap the ball. So, you never know. As a coach, if you're coaching long enough, you're going to be on both sides of it. That's just the way it goes. You're going to win something like that, and you're going to lose something like that.
The senior group honored at homecoming this past week. What's special about that group?
Well, it's a special group. They've won a lot of football games in the last 4 years here. We had a meeting, and we before the season, we asked who all have lost more than one conference game, and no one, really raised their hand. So it was a far cry from what's been the norm, you know, in the previous time before we were here. So, so we were excited about that. You know, of course, you know, they expected to have a much better record than they have right now. But, you know, on the flip side of it, you know, they're fortunate that they still can achieve everything that they want to achieve. So, so it's kind of one of those things that they're excited and fortunate to have the opportunity to do. But, you know, just looking at all the guys in the eyes and all that they've been through and all that they've done here, you know, it kind of lets you know what your job is for. You know, it's not just about football and wins and losses. It's also about people and development as well.
Talk a little more about the run game. The last 2 weeks, I think they've really played a big factor in you guys win the ball game.
Quentin Geist took a really hard hit on the wall.
Yeah.
I think his shoulder looked like it was bothering him. How's he doing?
He's doing okay. He's doing well. He wanted to come back in the game, but we kind of held him out. You know, it's one of those situations where even though we were in a dogfight, you know, we felt we were sort of in control. So we feel that's probably the deepest position on our offense. So we felt we had some other guys that could make some plays, and we wanted to make sure that he could get healthy, you know, for these last couple of weeks.
Talk about Alabama A&M and what they've been able to do offensively. They've been putting up some points.
Really good, really good. Very, very good offensively. Coach Maynard is a heck of a football coach. He was a heck of a player, quarterback when he played. You know, of course, you know, they throw it around. A lot of RPOs, get the ball out quick. Then they have playmakers outside that can make plays after they catch the football. So we're going to have to, you know, really, really do a good job stopping the run, but also, you know, solidifying what they do in the passing game as well.
Talk about matching up against a team that, you know, they're banned from the postseason, so they don't technically have anything to play for come to the end of the year, but they're still playing really good football. I mean, how tough is that? How tough of a challenge is that?
Well, it's not really a challenge for us. You know, it's probably a question you need to ask them. That would be very, very tough. You know, knowing you don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. But for us, you know, our future is we can see it. You know, so for us, this is another game where we can play well and play better and create rhythm. You know, for ourselves in all three phases. You know, so that we can be the type of team we want to be. So, you know. Championships are won in November, and if you're gonna win the whole thing, you know, you got to be playing well now. So I would much rather be in our situation than, you know, theirs. So it's unfortunate, you know, but those kids play hard, and they've always played hard.
You can expand a little bit more on that. Obviously now the Bayou Classic is going to be for what it is. So how important is this game to kind of try to maybe iron out some things and just maybe try to see your best football game this week?
Well, the thing is, you know, we got a lot of young guys, you know, and when you're playing with a lot of young people, and because of what's happened to us earlier in the year, we've been forced to play a lot of young people, even more than we thought we would have. And, you know, every opportunity to play and get another game under your belt is always good and beneficial, because not only it's something that you can see on film, but it also gives you confidence, you know, when you do things well. So if you look at us, you know, at this point from where we were in the very first game of the year, we're light years ahead of where we were, especially even at quarterback. So I think every game that gets under your belt is always beneficial to you, and we're looking forward to it. The good thing is, you know, we go over here and play well, play good football. You get a week off, you know, before you have to play in that game, but for us, you know, there's no looking ahead. You know, we have to play this team because there's also a recruiting battle, you know, that goes on, you know, in our league as well. And there's quite a few guys, you know, from the Alabama area that come to Grambling, and we want to make sure that we give a good showing so we can continue to get those type of players.